Hey, welcome back everyone to Pearls of Wisdom. This is the 50 plus challenge, day 7 of making videos. And today, I was wondering what is going on. I thought after the elections it would kind of, calm down and things would start to get back, to normal. But yeah, I was hoping so, but apparently not. Years ago we had elections and it wasn't discussed much. You made your selection and you basically voted for the lesser evil, and the elections were had and life went on. It wasn't a red against blue type of thing. It was a red, white, and blue patriotic thing. And so once you cast your vote, you had your voice, and however it came out, you accepted the accepted the outcome, no matter what, and you supported your president, just out of patriotism. Because basically the government is there to protect the country and keep the people, the citizens, safe. They shouldn't be intervening in personal matters. So when it gets down to the point of being a personal matter and you think that your life has ended because of an election, I don't know, you're sorely mistaken. Basically, I mean, that's the bottom line. And I just saw a video where this guy thought life was over, so he shot his family. It's like, I'm sorry, that's on the borderline of insanity. And then there's another video that's coming out that there's this teacher and teacher, professor, whatever, I don't really care. He's out west. I don't even want to give any information on it, but anyway, he had a video, and he's becoming unglued and telling his family to F off if they voted differently than he did. And it's just like, golly, we're seeing a cancel culture, but against family. To me that sounds like one of those things that fits in the category of dumbassery. It's like, come on, like I've been saying, put on your thinking cap and think it through, make it make sense. Years ago, family was everything. It was, blood was thicker than water, and everything through thick and thin. The family was a source of influence and learning for social mores and taboos, laws. It taught you relationships, life skills, and it was basically teaching your little human how to be a human being in this world. And it was a safe space of support. It was a support network of your family members coming together, and they always accepted you no matter what. So if you were in a good mood, things were great. If you were in a bad mood, everybody worked through it, but we all came together and we grew as a family. So family, it's out there for your triumphs as well as your sorrows. And I remember, over the years that, our extended family would join together for every holiday. And then our core family, we would come together on Sundays. And the families, when you would ask a little kid to draw a picture, they would always have mom and dad and the sibling and the dog or goldfish, whatever. And then you also have like the extended families, which are, the aunts and uncles, cousins, nieces, and nephews. That was and there's a lot of cultures that embrace that, where they still have that, where multi-generations still live in the same household. But today I see that, families have changed definitions, and it's gone, maybe two moms and two dads, or you have more friends in there, as part of that you see as your family. And families can change for a myriad of reasons. Either that all your family is gone and whatever. I know that my family, generations back, I can track it back 5 generations on the one side, because when the brothers came over, they had a fight, and then all of a sudden they split and they switched names. And it's just, so it's hard to understand that, but I understand that, that there's a lot of separation of families, and that, you'll have a fight, or, but it just, that still can be repaired. It's because as you get older, you start to see that our circle of family becomes smaller and smaller, unfortunately, just due to age, and you go on to the next life. And it's sad because our traditions get lost, that because we get together less often, and the traditions just change. But it's not just an experience for the aging. It can be somebody who is just single, or anyone that's estranged from the family. So the good thing is that then you can go out and form other alliances, whether it be through, like I said, friendships, or somebody else's family. They kind of adopt you in as someone part of the family there. And I don't know, I just have a hard time. I just know that there's a lot of things out there that can tear families apart, and that should be the main fabric of who we are. And I gave up. No, I don't want to say it like that. I lived my life from my family, because I didn't give up anything. My life took a different path than I thought, but I lived my life for my family, because that is what was most important to me. It was very sacred to hold that close to my heart. And I don't have any regrets. I am so blessed that I got to spend that time with my family, and hear the stories of their lives and what they came through. And what's really super cool, somebody told me, it was a class project years and years ago, that they said to take a recording, which at that time it was cassettes, to record your family member and have them tell your story. And so I remember taping my grandfather, and he was telling the stories of his life and kind of the background of the family. And then I had that tape to where I could always hear his voice, and I would always have those memories. And unfortunately, I had a house fire and I lost it. So, now I have to keep the memories in my heart and try to remember and bring it back in my head of, what his voice sounded like. And thank goodness, after all these years, it's been about 20 years, I still have that, and that's precious. So, I guess that's the silver lining, is that anything that has happened within the family can be repaired. So it's up to you. Do you want to see that? For me, that's part of the dash that I want to fill in between my dates. So what is it that you want to do with the dash between your dates and your family? So I hope you got a little bit of a pearl wisdom out of this, and I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll see you tomorrow. You take care.